Hello and welcome to the show. We are here on Forza Horizon 4 today, going to be playing around a little bit with the 959 Rally Raid that has come to this game from, I guess, technically last week's sort of DLC vehicles. Either way, was a car that I was very much looking forward to having in this game. It's a fantastically, I say, bizarre vehicle, mad idea, but I do like my mad cars, and a rallying 959 does seem like a pretty good addition. I'm going to be building it, well, a little bit differently. I say a little bit differently. I need a car to try and do a few of the last danger signs. I haven't quite got them to 3 stars yet, and I figured this might be the sort of vehicle that is going to be quite capable in doing that, because, well, there are some mad options. You see, the standard engine in this car is all very well and good. It gets about 700 horsepower. I was playing some playground games with it. However, there is an option. You can have a 4-litre flat 6 if you would like. You can also have a 4.6-litre V8 hybrid from the 918, or you can have the 3-litre flat 6 twin turbo. Now, I'm going to go for the V8 hybrid, because this will probably be good for over, actually not that expensive either, all things considering what a lot of these high-end engines cost. 60 grand for that is probably one of the best value for money engines I've seen. It's also going to be good for well over 1,000 horsepower. Now the car, of course, starts off all-wheel drive. I guess there is a rear wing of sorts on it from the stand. You can't have a racing aero on it, but you can. It's probably going to want some bash bars at the front, because it's probably going to hit the ground. Not that, you know, it's Forza, it'll do much, but rally lights are also always good. Tyre widths, yes please. We will go for all of the tyre widths that we can. This is still still an S1 class car at 1,000 horsepower and 1,000 torque. I mean, admittedly it is a little bit on the heavier side, but still, we can go for some track width. Sure, we will do that. Actually, apparently no PI gained on this particular vehicle. We are going to want something like brakes. Yeah, probably. Lightness, that'll be useful. I don't know how much more power the engine can have in this driver. And of course, this is a full-on race car. There's not a huge amount in the way of upgrades to be done with, you know, driveline and so on. Christ, this is a lot of power. I mean, I don't think I've ever really done much with the 918 in the game, so I don't really know what we're getting from this. It's a lot of power. That's a silly amount of power from the car. And this is all from a car that is hopefully going to be very capable at off-road. In fact, this might be, reckons top speed at 199.8, but that will be because the gear ratios are short. That will do a lot more than that. This might be an ideal vehicle as an overall kind of PR stunt vehicle. This should be able to 3-star just about anything. It'll be good off-road. We'll be good at the jumps, hopefully. Should be more than capable of the speeds required. Okay, it's not exactly going to be the fastest car down the motorways. It isn't the best, you know, aerodynamic shape, but at 267.9 miles an hour, I'm willing to bet it's going to get there pretty rapidly. That should be pretty good at just about everything we could be asking it to do. So let's go and find out what the 959 Rally Raid is capable of when given 1,400 odd horsepower. It'd better be a lot. Now, the snow is perhaps not the best environment for this. There is a little bit less grip. Certainly on some of the dirt races where there is thick snow, there is a little bit less grip. I mean, on the tarmac, we're likely to be able to accelerate just about as well as normal. It's a bit dangerous. Safe to say it's a bit dangerous. Shall we see if we can do... Let's see if we can get a good score. I don't know whether we'll get a personal best. We're going to aim for a personal best through the speed trap here. I mean, this is going to be pretty bonkers. I don't know what car I would have used through here. I also might not be approaching it at the best, sort of the best angle for this. We've got to be careful not to go too far away from the road, otherwise it will get a little bit angry with you. Yeah, you're probably better off approaching from the other side. You'll get a better run up for that one. Now, I did spot up there. Okay, up there is a seasonal target. So, we've got to try and go 975 foot off of the Great Ridge to get I don't actually know what you get for doing that, but I guess we're going to go and give it a try. Seems like the perfect place to try this. I was, actually come to think of it, I was doing this a little while ago and failing miserably. I think I initially got 3 stars with the Triumph Spitfire, which is pretty good. However, not able to do much more than the 907 or something that I have already. So, can our beast of a car be able to jump further? Now, this is not the easiest of danger signs to get to. Okay, it's a little bit... it's a little bit all over the place, is the 959. Whoa, that's... Okay, we've taken off before we've got to the danger sign. That wasn't quite the intention! We've done 860 foot. Right, we might have to be a smidge careful on the climb there. It's so fast that it has some real trouble getting up to the danger sign. The snow is also playing interesting around here. This car is geared for 260 miles an hour. I mean, I guess 60 is going to be quite long, but it's this kind of acceleration in the thick snow that is giving the car a little bit of grief. Let's try go for a smaller run up here, because we're going to accelerate. We're going to get to silly high speeds, I would hope, fairly quickly. If we just can kind of put the foot down once we get... you see, because when we do that technique... I'm not sure snow is the best weather for doing that particular climb. I'm not sure. I'm not sure snow is the best weather to do that particular climb. We might come back to that one. Let's go and... Hold on a second. Sort this by danger signs. So, the couple that I have left to do are... This one is very difficult to get into. It's the one by the tube, and I'm not sure the 959 is going to be great. I've never managed to do this one. Let's go and try that. This should be fairly straightforward, theoretically, for the 959. So this is the one inside the castle. Fairly small acceleration zones here. There is also, depending on the line you want to take to try and get it, there is a pretty nasty amount of... I guess walling, it's kind of fencing really that you've got to break through. And, well, the sort of cars that are fast enough to do this conventionally before you start making a modified monster like this, you don't really crash through signs or fencing very well. This is 130 miles an hour off the takeoff. It is still not quite enough. I think it's a new personal best. We need to be doing about 140, I reckon. 20, well, maybe not even. Whoa, that's a solid. That's one of the very few things we can't drive through. Right there. There might be a downside to this car that I haven't thought about. Ultra soft suspension is all very. I say ultra soft, but yeah, the rally suspension is all very well and good, of course. However, it does tend to bounce you around a little bit, which is far from ideal. If we just stick you in fourth and go here. Oh. Like there, see, we get airtime when we just don't want to be getting airtime. That's 130, I think, on the takeoff. And we're getting closer. We're getting closer. I wonder if... Let's go have a little bit of a tune of the gearbox, because I don't think that's really helping us particularly. Can we just try and get a little bit... yeah, sort of second and third aren't too bad. But we're just kind of buzzing the... limit it. We're wasting a lot of time trying to find some, well, go in the car. Now I'm hoping third gear is going to be more useful. Fingers crossed and everything. Right, third gear, what are we doing speed-wise? Okay, looks like, to be fair, we might not even really need fourth gear in this car if we get it right in third. The snow does not make this as easy as it has been when I've been doing this stuff before. That is more of a challenge than expected. Okay, now can we put power down? There we go, 137 miles an hour by leaving it in third. Should be good. Hey, 746 feet for the 959. We have got a 3-star there. Happy days. We will jump back onto the road. Yeah, when there is a little bit more grip around the place. Christ, the acceleration in this is alarming. I mean, not that I'm surprised it has got a lot of power, but it's just, you're doing 180 miles an hour with absolutely not a care in the world. It gets there so easily. And once more, I don't actually know this road very well. I mean, I guess we could use the beach and find out how close we could get to 200 and how fast can we go on the beach. It's a pretty long beach, so we've got to cover the ground pretty sharpish though. Yeah, I mean, of course, the sand is going to be a little bit of a hindrance, you would expect. It might also not be perfectly flat, so, you know, beach speed running, not the easiest of things. I got some wheel spin, we'll leave it in 5th now. Up to 190 miles an hour. Still going. Does seem like about to... Well, it does seem to struggle a little bit getting up to this, but it is still going. We're at 250 miles. I guess this might be better than the motorway in terms of a speed running area. We're up to 250. Oh, now we're into the thick sand. Thick sand's not good, and now we're swimming. It's okay. It's a Dakar vehicle. They're supposed to swim, right? It's fine. Yeah, thick sand will slow down your mad Porsche, but other sand, it will still be good for 260 odd miles an hour. Well, there we go. Learned something new there. Oh, I spotted. Is this the... Oh, it's another danger sign over here that we've already got 2 stars on. Is this the motorway one? Oh, or is this the... it might be the arena one. Let's go have a look. Oh, God. It might be the ultimate car for just point in a direction and go for it, because it really are just... Oh, hold down accelerator, try to avoid that. Well, if we'd avoided that tree, that would have been okay. We were in the air, though. Couldn't avoid that tree. Most of the trees will get out of the way for this. Ah, this is the nasty motorway one. This one's pretty tough, because you don't really have much space to... Well, I'll say you don't have much space to accelerate towards it. I'll show you as we head up here now. You're going to have to deal with a lot of nasty terrain. So, the danger sign itself is off of the... Well, kind of top of the motorway. It's kind of the tunnel goes underneath this hill. So, you're jumping onto the motorway. Now, the problem is, a straight run-up, be no problem. Even a curved run-up or something would be fine. What this does is gives you a very, very bumpy run-up. And if you're too fast at the wrong point, you get airtime, and then you're not getting any speed heading towards the ramp. So it's trying to... Like, I have to say, the danger signs, there are a couple that are fairly straightforward. I'd say there are a couple. There are, you know, some that are, you know, nice and easy. You just need a lot of speed to approach them. But like this one here, you need a lot of speed, but you need to be able to gain it really suddenly, all at the right time. And I'm not sure this has got enough for that. We might need to go for... a bit longer run up. 77 more for... Okay, so we're kind of close in that. It's like, do you go for a really big run up? Do you go for a massive run up? Know you're going to get airtime, but also know you're carrying about 180 miles an hour towards it anyway. It's possible, you know. Also, really helpfully, you can make sure you're going in a nice straight line because, well, you can just follow the motorway that's underneath you. So if we go for a huge run up here, now the distance-wise, we will have more than enough time to be, you know, doing the speeds. More than enough time. However, we're going to be bouncing around no end. So it's, I mean, we might at least not be having wheel spin. This is looking pretty good, actually. There we go. That's 140. We are going very, very arse first. Ooh! We have done it. This is a lot better than the cars I was building earlier. Again, Spitfire, BMW, M5 Rally built were tackling that danger zone. Now, it could go further, of course. I think that one there, the trick is you've got to go fast enough. I think that run there just showed me the kind of the trick for this one. If you're struggling with this particular danger sign, the trick here is you want to be sort of flying and land on this downhill section. If you're going quick enough, you'll kind of jump the road and then land on the downhill, and you can immediately put the power down and head towards the sign, head towards the jump, and it'll be jobs are good, and we'll just, you know, re-fly towards the motorway. I think I might only then have one more left to be doing. Let's just go have a look on this. So the overall kind of leveling up thing. Danger sign hero. Almost at level 10, and that must be, it must be the fiddly one left to go. I don't like the fiddly one. I also wish it would keep the settings I had on the filters until I changed them. So we have got the, that seasonal. In fact, I say seasonal one, wait until it's not bloody snowy, and then it won't be happening. That might take a while to figure out the best route for there. This one is a real nasty bugger. I'm not, I mean, I can, again, the 959 should be good. The 959 should be good to do this. Speed-wise. Again, grip-wise isn't great here. Don't know if we're going to need to worry too much about it. This is a lot about precision. You want to be carrying a lot of speed, but you're going to be heading into a little concrete tube here, and if, like there for example, because you're going to bounce. Your car's doing a lot of miles an hour, and you're going onto dirt, so you're going to bounce. Not enough speed for doing a roll. Can do some pretty good rolls off of that one. Yeah, your car's going to be getting airtime heading into this tube, and if you are not perfectly positioned for that, then you end up wandering around. That looks pretty good, though. Have I done it on the first time? We have. Okay. That sign there has been a right pain in the arse. This car makes it look easy. Oh, I very, very much like this. I very, very much like this 959. It could well be the ultimate sort of PR stunt car, to be fair. With this much power, danger sign's not a problem. Straight line speed. And, you know, there will be those that say, oh, you know, you're just maxing out all the cars. For the PR stunts, this is what you're going to need to do. This is what you're going to need to do to a vehicle if you are going to be able to 3-star a lot of these, you know, areas. Because, well, you know, you need that speed. It needs to be able to carry 150. It needs to be able to get that speed very quickly. And in a car like this, well, it's going to be able to do it. I've also noticed there's a drift zone. Shall we have a go at a drift zone? I'm going to say this is looking pretty good. Of course, in the snow, we do have a little bit more of an advantage. As I say advantage, it is easier to, of course, slide the cars around in the snow. As, well, there's just less grip in general. So, all-wheel drive car like this should be pretty good. Oh, I didn't want to go that way, though, into this drift zone. Okay, I don't remember. I don't remember doing this drift zone. We don't score. I say as many points. I've had a very, very poor start to this. That's more like it. There we go, and then transition this way. Oh, too much speed. Okay, downside with this car is very quick, very easy to get a lot too much speed going on. 105. I don't know what the 3-star is for that. Shall we go have a look? We will go and put all of the things back on. So for that drift zone, God, trying to find it. 95,000 points is how many we'll need. We'll have a go. We'll have a go with the Porsche. It is very easy to get distract-zoned by everything that's going on in this game. I talked about it a little bit before. Very, very easy to get distract-zoned. Right, so if we kind of just go in to the drift zone, sliding, might be able to go, not very many points from that. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how the drifting is scored. I think it's a combination of angle and speed. This can do the speed. The angle I'm having a little more trouble with at times through here. I think the car's capable of doing it, whether I'm capable of doing it right now. Oh, I was pushing that one way too hard. I'm very, very close to getting that as a 3-star. Yeah, the car's capable of. I need to get a little bit better with the car. Maybe not as much speed this direction would be a good idea. Oh, there's a gear. Probably 1 second. There we go, that's fine. We're getting lots of the skill points for this. Right, so we can go a little bit sideways that way. Ah, no, can't get that. Not got that flick there correct. Anywhere near. We'll go for a wiggle down this straight part. You can score some good points because you can go fairly fast and wiggle. That's all gone wrong there. Might be able to save it a little bit though through there, and then we can definitely get some. Oh, too much. Oh, crap. Definitely get some too much through that. Oh, that would have probably been it as well. Yeah, it's capable of doing it. I might not be. What about where other awkward bits can we task the car with trying to do? We should be more than capable of doing 130 there. Should be good on that one. Ooh, shall we just see how far I can launch it? You know what? Let's go for it. We're just going to launch it, because why not? I think it might be one of the bigger jumps, 1,000-foot jump with what was a fairly straightforward car. So, more than 1,000-foot jump with this, that's what we're hoping for. We follow the path around that way. Quickly orientate yourself. Yeah, so we follow the dirt road around this way. I think, if I remember rightly, I know this jump. I think I remember doing this one. We'll follow this path. I mean, I like the snow. I think winter may well be my favourite season on here, just because it all looks very pretty. It does make a little difference. I mean, seeing the traction issues we're having with this, the thick snow will make a little bit of a difference to your vehicle. The other seasons don't really change all that much. Here we go, 160 miles an hour into the quarry we go. This is going to be a good one. I mean, things like the all-wheel drive, like an all-wheel drive at Gary, you might be able to get going on rally tyres. Is probably what you're going to want. You might be able to get going. Oh, damn it! I'm a foot behind Impega. I mean, that we've got to try again. I've got to be a little braver. Oh, that's going to be... we're going to climb up here, no problem. Who needs the Formula, or Icelandic Formula off-road cars when you can have this? I mean, this would... I mean, it doesn't really have the front ground clearance, not going to lie. The back... Ooh, don't mind me. Small backflip. The stunts are good. The stunts are very good. How does we climb up with it? You know what, I'm going to be lazy. The time it takes, we'll just teleport. We'll try and carry as much momentum here. We need to really leave the jump. Like, we're losing a bit of momentum. We tend to be leaving the jump sideways. I've found it with quite a few cars. You kind of hit them and you get twisted. So, oh, that's not the way we want to go. We want to make sure that we are not leaving the jump sideways if we can help it. But only so much that you can do about that, especially when you try to just put the power down and go for it in a car like this. Alright, let's be neat and tidy as best as we can. I know that's a very strange thing to be saying when I'm driving a very, very fast car. This one here does not look as good. I don't know, though. 165. Stop backflipping! Try and grab the brakes to get the nose down, but it's not going to work. Hey! The bounce, the arse bounce was a successful technique because it didn't count these... We got a few more feet. Oh, no, now Bob's ahead of us. We're in top one. How high do we reckon? How far? I mean, I think there are some cheated cars. That's a cheated vehicle. Right there. No one's jumping 21,000 feet. I don't know how much of these... yeah, that's surely a cheating one as well, and a B-class. Well, okay, so the leaderboards are pointless. It was a bit of fun, though. Yeah, so the arse bounce technique is a legitimate technique, because I guess the distance stops when the wheels touch the ground, and if you hit the rear bumper, that got us a couple more feet before the wheels actually touch. I'm kind of surprised. I was expecting it to fail the jump, because normally that's what happens if you do that sort of stuff, but it didn't. So, well, there we go. The 959 with an immensely powerful hybrid V8 does make for a pretty damn perfect PR stunt car. It'll do the danger signs with ease because it's got the ground clearance and it's got the traction when you're starting on dirt. And as I said, I'm doing this in the worst season, pretty much. I have no doubt I can do that seasonal one as well. Still will take the entire video doing it. It'll have the speed for the speed traps. Might have to be a little bit careful with the cornering ability of the car. You know, it might be a little bit sketchy on that one, but I think it should have the grip. You'll just have to be careful because the car is immensely fast, and well, yeah, throwing it around, especially on the snow even, you're going to struggle a little bit more. We've got, I didn't actually realise or remember there's a danger side this side. You know what, let's finish off with a big jump towards the water. Technically not hit it going that way. Well, we've still got the big jump towards the dam. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.